Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Pretty exciting week if you are a fan of FPS games, right? Obviously, Season 4 of Warzone and MW2 is here. That's cool, that's fine and dandy. But we also have the new sort of surprise open beta happening this week for XDEFIANT. This was announced back at Summer Games Fest, and it's finally here. And with it, we have many announcements when it comes to gameplay updates, gameplay changes that have been revealed. A lot of them very significant and very, very exciting. Really, in my opinion, raising the bar a lot in terms of, one, developer transparency, something that a lot of other games, Call of Duty, could get a little bit better at, and then two, just, you know, helping the FPS genre become even more competitive. So we're breaking down all the new announcements, all the new updates and features that have been revealed in the past couple of days. Real quick, before we jump into that, just a quick reminder with this open beta, yes, it is in fact an open beta. So if you're on PlayStation 5, Xbox, if you're on PC, you can dive into this completely for free and test out the game, see how you like it, see how it feels, see if it's something you'd be more interested in come the full launch later on this summer. But do keep in mind, this is a much shorter beta period than what we've had previously. It's only lasting from the 21st through the 23rd. So just a couple of days to jump on and test this out. And actually, some of the new features that we're talking about here today will, be in test. So you'll be able to experience them for the very first time. Now, all these new gameplay updates, the new features, all these announcements are stemming from Mark Rubin over on Twitter. He is an executive producer over at Ubisoft working on XDEFIANT, and honestly, I just got to give credit where credit is due. Mark is so active on his Twitter, on socials, interacting, answering questions, delivering news and updates like what we're talking about today. And it is really, really cool to see just how active he is leading into these different betas and talking about the launch, aspects and whatnot. But getting into these actual announcements, this is one that I think a lot of players are going to be very excited for, specifically you console players out there. Mark ended up tweeting saying, little detail for 120 hertz on consoles. First off, to get 120 FPS, you are going to need that TV that supports or monitor that supports 120 hertz. The PlayStation 5 and Xbox X will do 120 at 4K. The Xbox S runs at 1440p and will be able to run 120 mode, but won't necessarily maintain 120 at all time. And within this is the first time 120 hertz will be available in a test coming up with the open beta, so you'll be able to experience that. So one, in and of itself, Mark has already confirmed that yes, XDEFIANT on console will be able to run at 120 FPS or 120 hertz if you have an applicable monitor or TV. On top of that, yes, it is going to be in this upcoming open beta, so you can get that full-on experience there. Obviously, seriously helps bridge the gap between what a PC is going to run this game like and what a console is going to run this game like. Going to make the feel a lot more competitive and obviously much more smooth as well, which is definitely very exciting. Now, another really cool detail that Mark revealed recently, someone who initially deleted their tweet, I guess, was asking about keyboard and mouse support on all platforms rather than just on PC. And to this, Mark responded saying, keyboard and mouse on console is something we will get to, but it may not be ready right at launch. So it's something that is in the pipeline. The actual launch of that is to be determined. However, so you know, we will be matchmaking based on inputs. So if you are on console with a controller, you'll be playing against other controllers on any platform. And more details on that, if for some reason we can't find a good ping match for you with your input selection and you've been trying to matchmake for a little while, you might get put into a match that has mixed input. Also, we are not going to be blocking people from parties based on input. So there's a lot to take away from this. Straight up, as a solo player, when you are matchmaking in XDEFIANT, it is input based. So if you're playing on controller, you're going to play controller players on PC, controller players on Xbox, controller players on PlayStation. If you're using keyboard and mouse, whether you're on PC or console, you'll be playing keyboard and mouse players on PC, keyboard and mouse players on console alike. That's really cool. It's going to be the same level of, aim assist and input skill against one another. So that's cool in and of itself. However, there are exceptions there, as mentioned. They want you to have a good ping. Within casual matchmaking here, they've already confirmed casual public matchmaking does not have skill-based matchmaking. So ping actually is king. And with that, that's going to override essentially your input if you can't find a good match, you know, on your input right away, unless it's going to be like 200 ping and an unenjoyable experience. And if you are friends with somebody who plays keyboard and mouse, but you play controller, you can still join up and play the mixed input matchmaking. It's not going to block you from playing with your friends if they have a different input. So a lot of really great takeaways from that specific little series of tweets. Love to hear that. By the way, as we are breaking everything down here today, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, join us on the road to 1 million subs. And if you guys enjoy the video, if you guys are excited to get back into XDefiant here, let me know by dropping a like on it. Would be really appreciated. Also, would just love to gauge the interest on actual XDefiant content consistently here on the channel, because really it's a game that I am very much so looking forward to. Anyways, jumping back into these other gameplay details that Mark's been talking about recently, there was a lot of questions about loot boxes and unlocking things via that, or, you know, gambling in game with stuff. Mark did confirm there is going to be no gambling, no loot boxes whatsoever. So if you live somewhere where those things have been essentially banned from games, you're not going to have any concern there. You can still play the game. It'll be completely accessible and free to play at that, of course. So that's nice to see there. We also got some solid news in regards to progression. The actual XDefiant account has been tweeting out some sort of promo stuff saying, hey, Mark, can you shed some light on if there's going to be cross progression? And Mark did in fact confirm in the T-ball setup for him here, yes, there is going to be cross progression in XDefiant. So if you have the game downloaded on your PlayStation 5 and on your PC, and you're in your living room playing, okay, I want to do some XDefiant here, you can jump on your PlayStation 5 in your living room, grind out, level up some, use some new weapons. You could then jump over to your office or your gaming setup, right? Hop on your PC and experience that same account, level up there as well. Level up your weapons, do whatever you need to there. The cross progression aspect there is very nice to see. Obviously something that a lot of other games are doing as well. Glad XDefiant is hopping on board with that. Mark was also asked if there was going to be a prestige system for actual level grinding, and Mark did confirm they are working on a classic prestige system for after they launch. So keynote here, this is not going to be something that's going to be available right at launch, but coming post-launch, you'll be able to actually prestige in game. We don't know if that means like a full-on reset of all your levels, of all your weapons and everything there, or if there will be some other sort of ties to that and features that are included with that in and of itself. But there will be an actual prestige system in game, which is definitely something that I'm a big fan of. Really gives you a reason for a long-term grind and gives you a reason to consistently come back and keep working on leveling up or doing whatever it is you might need to do post prestige. So yeah, all that being said, those are the brand new gameplay updates, the brand new gameplay features that have been revealed for XDefiant, of course, just in time here for the open beta, where we'll actually be able to experience some of what was talked about here, obviously with launch including a lot more of this as well. But if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. As always, is seriously appreciated. And if you are new here and you want to stay up to date with all things going on, feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.